are we live now? Please tell me this is alright. Are we live now? Please tell me this is alright. Are we live now? Alright, well, I'm just going to read this, because I believe that is what is fucking me over. Okay. Probably, honestly. It makes sense. Listening to myself speak through the headphones. Alright, well, I am assuming that we are live. This is my first time doing this. So we are going to assume we are live. Okay. Yeah, someone's watching me. Hello, anonymous person watching me do this. Okay. There we go. Let's just post this here real quick. It's not how you spell it. Live stream. Come on. The train wreck. Haha. I'm gonna pause something here. Oh, got to do it up here. Okay, there we go. I'm not used to live streams. Well, okay. Now that that's out of the way, welcome to my first ever live stream, as I've been repeating myself to whoever is watching me. It has been rather hot in my house, making it so that I cannot record. So, let's liven things up with a little live stream. I should probably post this in Skype too, so people can watch me do this. I'm assuming. And Honestly, I had no idea what to plan for this. So, I thought I was already signed into Wi-Fi on my phone. I guess not. I'm not signing into Xfinity. Fuck Xfinity trying to get me to pay for free Wi-Fi. Connect to another. There we go. Yeah, I'm currently in the Wendy's parking lot. By the way, guys. Why? Because their Wi-Fi is good. My internet at home sucks. It sucks, monkey. Monkey what? Whatever your mind's filling with. How about blood? Let's see. Anything happening here? No. Do. Don't know why that's in my favorites, but okay. So, now I think we're about set up here. So I figured since I can't really do recordings while I'm at home, let's just do some short little stories. And if you hear people talking and walking and shutting their car doors, it's because, again, I'm in a parking lot. I gotta find the story that I had opened. It closed on me. You and I are so totally different. So totally different. Where is that fucking story? It was short, it was sweet. It is there. If I burp and belch and whatnot, I'm sorry, I just ate. Alright, let's see who wrote this one. I don't think that's who wrote it. Alright, well, it looks like this story is from an anonymous ghostwriter, as I can't really seem to find the author. It is actually pretty long. This is one hell of a way to start your first live stream. Death by burping. What a horrible way to die. The dark room. Alone he stands in the middle of the room, surrounded by dark walls with nothing but a dim light bulb hanging from the ceiling right above him. A man with light brown skin and black hair that messily reaches his shoulders blankly stares at the light. His beard, full and untamed, had spots of dirt and grime. He wears glasses that frame his deep blue eyes and short eyelashes. A dirty white lab coat overlaps his tucked-in black shirt and ripped blue jeans. Thinking deeply, he tries to put together the events that had led up to his captivity. He was just a scientist who was trying to find a cure for the outbreak, but the government thought otherwise. They thought that it was he and his team that spread the disease even further. The government was looking for someone to blame, to ease the minds and voices of the quickly depleting population. And who better than the only remaining scientist left who had anything to do with their project? Samson. The scientist takes his fixed gaze away from the light bulb and looks towards the reinforced door. It was too dark to see on the other side of the room, but he had heard the heavy clank of metal, indicating one of the guards had opened the slot of the door. "Are you ready to talk?" Samson keeps quiet for a moment. They've kept him here in this dark room for 4 days, deprived of food and water. Being a scientist, Samson knows what deprivation of food and water does to the human body. He was dizzy and fatigued. Simple everyday tasks become difficult to do. "What's the point?" Samson replies calmly, with a dry mouth. "I've answered all your questions, but you will not even..." The door's slot slams, with the same heavy clank of metal. He sighs deeply and walks towards the wall behind him. Slowly, with his hand outreached trying to feel for the wall, he sits down in the darkness and stares back at the dim light. He then closes his eyes and thinks about his wife. What was the only thing keeping him sane and alive? Her beautiful face and the memories they shared. He must survive. He had sent his wife, Emily, to France after assembling the team of scientists who were trying to find a cure. He sent there in fear that his wife would join those who have been infected by the disease. But what was a couple of months ago? He missed her so. She was the only person he had left in this life. Everyone he knew was gone. His neighbors, his parents, and the old couple from the flower shop. The flower shop, he thought. Samson remembers buying his wife flowers for their anniversary, about a month before the outbreak. He and his wife were very good friends with the old lovely couple that ran the flower shop. The old couple would tell Samson that he and his wife reminded them so much of themselves when they were younger, and that Samson was taking the right path to a happy life. Samson holds back tears as he starts to reminisce about the day he had been in the flower shop for his anniversary. Samson, your wife is a very lucky woman, a cheery voice cries. Thank you for your kind words, Mrs. Ramos. But it's nothing much, really, Samson exclaims, blushing. Oh, nonsense. You come here every week. You always have something for her to show your love. These aren't just words, Samson. This is the truth, insists Mrs. Ramos, with a delighted smile. She was wearing her favorite red flower apron and a pleat. She was wearing her favorite red flower apron and a pink dress under it. Look who we have here, blasts the voice excitedly, powerful but calming to Samson. So what will we be getting this time, round Samson? Same thing as last week? Good afternoon, Mr. Ramos, answers Samson. Actually, I was thinking about getting her something a little different today. It's our anniversary and I want to get her something extra special. Oh, I've got just the thing for you, Samson, Mr. Ramos says. He wore a white polo with khakis and had a smile that never seemed to leave his face. Don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. Mr. Ramos makes his way to the back of the store. Within a minute, Mr. Ramos came back out of the most brilliant bouquet Samson had ever seen. The flowers are vivid, exotic, everything he could have imagined. Samson was speechless. We got these a few days ago, Mr. Ramos continues. We saved them just for you. Wow, this is just amazing. It's perfect, thank you. How much would... Stop right there, Mr. Ramos interrupts. Now, who said anything about you having to pay for this? Oh, no, please, let me pay for this. It must be expensive, Samson pleads. Mr. Ramos looks at his wife and smiles. She smiles back, and Mr. Ramos hands the bouquet to Samson. Think of it as our present to you and Emily. Happy anniversary. Samson opens his eyes. He realizes that he let out a few tears after all. What a lovely couple. He hoped that he and his wife would be just as happy as they were when the time came for them to be their age. He closes his eyes again and imagines the old couple being so full of joy. A light smile serving as a glimmer of happiness falls within his tired expression. But soon it fades. He had almost forgotten what happened. When the outbreak came, Samson checked on the old couple to see if they were okay, but was instead met an image he will never forget. The vision of the lovely couple was soon replaced with a horrifying picture of their half-eaten bodies and ridiculously angled bones. Memories of that day start to fill Simpson's mind. He remembers everything. Mr. Ramos! Mrs. Ramos! Hello! Is anyone here? Simpson paces quickly outside the flower shop. He hears the piercing sounds of sirens and alarms as he calls out for the couple. The disease had reached their city, and Simpson wanted to bring them with him and his wife to some place safe. He tries the front door of the flower shop, but it was locked. Hastily, he goes around the building, hoping to find another entrance. A few seconds later, he comes upon the back door of the shop. He places his hand on the doorknob and feels relief when it twists open. Simpson enters the back room carefully and starts calling out for the couple again in a calmer tone. Mrs. Ramos, are you here? We need to get out of this city. Simpson feels as if he was talking to himself, but he couldn't assume no one was here. As he walks through the room carefully, a foul stench befalls his sense of smell. He covers his nose and looks around the room for the source. His eyes searched around the room, and soon met the sight of a dried bouquet of flowers on a shelf across him. It was the same set of flowers that the old couple had given to Samson and his wife as an anniversary gift. Samson's motivation for his search grows, remembering everything the old couple has done for him. Finding nothing else in the room, Samson makes his way towards a door that leads to a small hallway and calls out again, Mr. Ramos! Mrs. Ramos! It's Suddenly his heart drops. Samson turns the corner and sees the deceased, 3 of them to be exact, crouching, feeding at the end of the hallway. Samson goes quiet and feels true fear. He's never seen one before, but he knows that they were diseased. Never taking his eyes off of them, Samson starts to walk backwards into the previous room. After a few steps, the fear he feels grows even larger, as thoughts race about who the disease could be devouring. Determined to find out, Samson halts his retreat and starts to move forward again. Sweating and shaking, quietly makes his way towards the creatures. There were 2 rooms that lay before him. One was a few feet away on his left, the other was near the deceased on his right. He entered the first room he encountered, put his back against the wall, where the door was hinged. He carefully peeked out and calculated how far the next room was. Silently, he inched closer and closer to the next door. Suddenly and quickly, one of the diseased jerked its head up. Samson stops dead in his tracks and holds his breath. The diseased keeps its posture and sniffs the air, while the other 2 continue with their feast. Not daring to alarm them, Samson stands still and makes no sound. He listens to them eat. The gushing of blood, the breaking of bones, and the tearing of muscles soon fill his ears. Finally, the disease went back to its meal. Samson keeps his position for a few more seconds before moving again. More cautiously, he slowly makes his way to the other room. When inside, Samson puts his back against the wall again, sits down on the floor. He takes deep, quiet breaths as he looks down, holding his forehead with both of his hands. He realizes that the foul stench he smelled before filled his room. Regaining his initial curiosity, he stands up with the intent of searching the room. From first glance, he had already known that this was the storage room. Discreetly, he ruffles through boxes and little trinkets that obscure his path. Using his sense of smell, he attempts to sniff out whatever he was looking for. Shelves reaching the roof stand in the middle of the room. A flickering light in the top corner of the room gives momentary visions of the mess scattered around. During the intervals that the light shines, Samson quickly looks around for anything worth looking into. By the sixth time he tries, he spots flies hovering around in the corner of the room across the light bulb. Samson makes his way towards the flies, making sure he is not making too much noise. Once he reaches the corner, he slowly stands up and looks closely. His expression quickly changes from curious to horrified as his expression quickly changes from curious to horrified as he faces the dead bodies of the old couple. He falls to his knees with an awestruck look as he stares at them. Their arms have been broken in many ways and directions. Mr. Ramos, wearing his blue overalls and white shirt, had his neck broken and dangling. His stomach, along with Mrs. Ramos, was robbed of its belongings. What was left of their intestine hung from the holes created by the deceased. Mr. Ramos, wearing a red flower apron and white gloves, no longer had her right arm, and only half of her other. A deep-colored blood covered their exposed bones. The legs, once full of fat and muscle, were nothing more but leftovers for the rats. Samson was struck in a shocked state. The smell, though stronger, no longer bothers him. The situation was too much for him to comprehend. Suddenly, the old couple groans quietly. Both have a quick 2-second spasm and groan again, but louder. Snapping out of his trance, Samson shakes his head and gets back up again while backing away. Tears roll down his face as the old couple start to move, having difficulty because of their broken bodies. They look helpless and desperate. Samson feels a heavy sadness in his heart, knowing that he can do nothing for them now. "I'm sorry," he silently says with regret, and walks away. Only a step away from stepping into the hall, he hears the diseased around the corner snarl. Samson had completely forgotten about them. Being aware of his surroundings again, he takes precautions for his escape. He peeks out once and takes a quick glance at the deceased. Sneakily, he walks away from them and into the first room. He heads towards the door and passes by the dried flowers, never seeing them again. As soon as Samson steps outside, he shuts the door close and falls down on the ground, completely breaking apart. He sobs, cursing the infection and everything religious. He pounds the ground with his fists, causing them to bleed. The echoed noises of shrieks and agony did not phase his... They did not affect his burp. Nope, not in 1 second. He did not miss a beat. He burped when he should have screamed. A couple of minutes pass and he pulls himself together. He wipes his face and rips off part of his shirt, using it to cover his bleeding hand, fearing it will leave a trail to his home. He gets up and prepares himself to return to his wife. Samson ran, He ran non-stop through the city, hearing random screams and cries for help. Why, he thought, why is this happening? What have we done to deserve something like this? Samson woke up to a banging sound from the door. He didn't realize he had fallen asleep, but was thankful for being woken up. He didn't want to think about the old couple anymore. Still weak and weary, Samson stays seated and waits for the guard to open the slot. To his surprise, it was not just a slot on the door that had opened, but the whole door. Samson squints his eyes. The brightness from the outside of the room was something his eyes were not used to anymore. Still, he looks towards the door. He sees the silhouette of one of the guards standing right outside the room. Soon, two more figures joined the guard. One of them was another guard, but he could not figure out who was the third figure was. I lost my place. There we go. The third silhouette looked quite frail and seems to have a bag over his head. Perhaps another prisoner. Samson asks himself. Then he notices a sort of chain coming around the guard's belt and into the figure's neck. The guards push the figure inside the room, hard enough to let him hit the ground. The guards come inside the room and quickly remove the bag from the figure's head. Samson's muscles tighten all around his body. This person, or more so, thing on the floor snaps its teeth in the air. It started twisting and writhing, its face contorting with pure hunger and violent rage. Its eyes, once a different color, are nothing but shades of yellow. The guards have brought in one of the diseased. The guards then released the creature from its chain and calmly walked out. As the door slammed shut, the guards waved at Samson, mocking his situation. Those bastards, he thought. Who in their right mind wouldn't do something like this? Having no other option, Samson mentally readies himself for the upcoming confrontation. He closes his eyes and quickly counts to 3. A deep breath follows after, and he opens his eyes. Samson stands up weakly. He musters everything he has in him to stand up. He was struck in darkness with a single light bulb that didn't even illuminate the whole room with one of those creatures. His eyes, moving swiftly, scanned the room from left to right non-stop. Though he was exhausted, Samson controls his breathing. It was tiring to stand, and he didn't dare to sit back down. So he stands waiting and listens to the creature, sniffing around with its occasional moans and groans. Its scent soon filled the room, smelling like a mixture of vinegar and human waste. The stench makes Samson gag, and a disease tears him. The creature snaps its teeth again, and gave a quick snarl towards his direction, and got louder, hungrier. It knows that there was food in the room. Samson has given away his position. The groans were getting closer and closer, until it gives a fierce growl, not more than 5 feet away from him. Samson. The groans were getting closer and closer, until it gives a fierce growl, not more than 5 feet away from him. Samson frantically runs, dodging blindly from one corner of the room to the next. He could not see it, only hear it, but the creature could smell him. It knew exactly where to go. Finally, Samson decided to run towards the middle of the room, where the only source of light shines. He runs and stops at the edge where the light reaches its end. He turns around and finally sees the creature for the first time walking quickly towards him. It was no man, but a woman. Light gray skin, an open stomach, a nasty gash on her right eye, going down to her lower lip, and her whole left cheek missing. Come here, you ugly bastard, Samson thought. She snarled, louder as she was finally able to see her dinner. She reaches finally for Samson, her hands outreached with fingernails pointed and ready to dig. With all the energy Samson had, he grabs both of her forearms before she is able to get a hold of him. He almost wanted to let go. He has never actually held one before, and the feeling of this woman's body was not what he had expected. Her skin feels very soft and cold. It felt as if it could be ripped off at any moment. She was as soft as a baby's blanket, as cold as ice. But she was incredibly strong. Their disease had no threshold for pain, giving them no limit. Samson struggles with the creature. He was trying to knock her down so he could give her head one big stomp. But she continuously snarls at him and tries to bite him. Samson was losing hope. He couldn't stop her. And unlike the diseased, humans get tired. He closes his eyes for what he thinks would be the final time he will. But an image of his wife appears in his mind. Memories flood him. With renewed resolution, Samson tightens his grip on her forearms, lifts his right leg, and gives one final kick to her chest. The skin on the creature's arms and hands rip off and slide off into his own. But he couldn't be disgusted by this now. She snarls loudly as she looks at him with angry eyes from the ground. With a loud yell and all his might, Samson drives his foot into the creature's head. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 stomps, and it finally stops moving. He stands there once again under that light, staring down with anger in his eyes and staggered breathing. His whole body shivers as he stands above the creature, making sure it was no longer alive. He keeps his arms tense and flexed, prepared for another conflict. After a few moments, he calms down. It's over. He wipes his hands on his clothes to get rid of it. Stop losing your place. He wipes his hands on his clothes to get rid of the skin from the creature. As he did, he hears a small sound. A sound that a coin would make if dropped on the ground. He searches the floor and sees a small object reflecting the faint light. It was a ring. It was struck with the soft skin that was pulled off of the creature's hands. Samson remembers that there were once people too. Curious, he picks up the ring, sits right next to the creature, and examines the ring. Inside of the ring, something was engraved. Samson drops his jaw and widens his eyes with disbelief. Together forever, Samson and Emily. Do, 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 do. 35 minutes. Bum. Holy cow, I got 2 people watching me. YouTube is not seeming to. Boo! Boo! Boo, I say to you, bad internet connection. Da da da. Boo, I say to you, bad internet connection. I really hope you guys could hear me. This is the first time I've ever done that shit. Da da da. Can you guys hear me? Boo, I say to you, bad internet connection. I really hope you guys could hear me. This is the first time I've ever done that shit. Da da da. Okay, so you can hear me. Okay. Oh, it's fine, Peyton. I'm pretty much. I'm done with that story now. I really should have been more prepared for this. Well, you know, just. Okay. Well, while I look for hopefully another short story to read to you guys, any questions? Or, you know, tidbits, jokes? I'm open for anything. You know. Well, that one is really short. Like, let's such a go to a different site. No, I do not want to go to my language learner app. Back the fuck up. There we go. I hit the wrong app. And then it would let me leave. And then it ate my soul. Because I wasn't able to understand it. Creepy poster stories. Hats, man. What is this? Thank you. My Medusa. Come here, Walter. I need to drown my dry throat. What is my favorite horror movie? Well, I rather like See No Evil. And also Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Hills Have Eyes, The Cave, Descent. Those are all good ones. Let's see, another good one. I guess that latest one wasn't too bad. What was it called? I forgot the name of it. But what was that called? I'm sure you know the one with where they kind of it's out on DVD now. No. Oh, you close that. Oh, remember those. But no matter what you do, you'll never be double than me, Mr. Grinch. I eat your kind like green jelly beans. Keep the mask. That is not short. I'm trying to do short ones so I don't make so many mess ups. Do 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 do. Horror on the shoulder. That just sounded like I said horror on the shoulder. It's like, no thank you. He leaves them. No thank you. I've already done that one. Hell of a waterfall. Will you boom ba da ba ba da dum. Bones. Boom bones. Okay, that one's a bad one. Will you sleep tonight? That was my first one on this channel. Beware the dark figure, Mr. Potter. It comes to steal, not your magic or your wand, but your socks. But only the left ones. Do 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 do. Everlasting Darkness. I've read that one. See, the bad thing is about a lot of these really short stories is that they suck. Like, there's no ASMR, there's no real story depth. It's just, and they died. The end. I could just sing. You got any requests? If I know it, I'll sing it. The night in the mirror, 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 could not be clearer. Love is a wonder. I don't really know that song. Do 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 do. Yeah, just for a future reference, I have a tendency to sing out of like randomness. I probably should have gone to college for a music major or something, but no. I used to be fearless. Then I lost my S. Then I was just feral. 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 Miasma. Ooh. That could be fun. Compared to most other towns, the one I lived in is pretty high above sea level. My house just happens to sit on the highest hill there. From my bedroom window, I can look out and see the entire town, along with the surroundings. It is a lovely sight. I don't know about you, but I actually approve to waking up in the morning, only to look out my window and see those mountains. It's especially pretty after a midnight drizzle, when the air is so thick with the vapor. The mountains and buildings are completely covered by fog, and only midday caravans penetrate the thick mist. On the weekends I don't have work, but I get up early anyway to watch the fog slowly fade away, to reveal anything it hides. I watched the thick blanket of fog over the mountains slowly fade away last weekend, just as I had done every weekend before. But this time the mountains faded away with the mist, until both had vanished from sight. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Next morning, the blanket of fog covered the whole town. It vanished along with the fog, just as the mountains did. Just as the mountains did. That was kind of weird too. And now, just a couple ago, I opened the shade to see nothing but fog, completely surrounding my house. I don't know if it's the humidity or my lack of morning coffee. It is kind of weird. Yeah, that feels more like an idea than a storm. Depends on what type of music you like. I listen to everything. I listen to everything. Mostly classical, blues, a lot of pop and stuff off of Teddy. But all I wanna do is see you turn into a giant woman. All I wanna be is someone who gets to see a giant woman. And I know it will be great, and just to sing. Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan. All I wanna be is a dad who gets to see a Super Saiyan. Do 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 do. Ooh, the never-ending road. Yeah, that's another idea. Like a lot of these people, oh, this might just become a singing thing. Which, I mean, it's fine with me. It's fine with everyone else who's watching. I think it's just you, honestly. I think it's actually counting me as one of the people watching. Which, if that's the case, YouTube, you stupid. Of course, I'm going to be watching my own thing. I have to moderate it. The man at the crossroads. Now, I don't wanna. I don't wanna read that. It's only two paragraphs. Do 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 do. Alright, let's actually pull this up. Because my phone can be kind of fast, but not really. Why do you scroll down? Don't you scroll down. I did not tell you. You do what I tell you to do. Because I'm going to make you an offer. Don't you drop my phone. I'm in my car, so it's kind of weird holding everything in place. We actually need to go down. Boom, 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 boom. This is actually kind of boring, I'm sure, because I don't have a ukulele I can bring with me, and my guitar is too big and bulky. Where are my lyrics? Lyrics! I need lyrics! Do. Ba-da-bum. Bum, 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 bum. Well, why not? Let's sing some Uptown Funk. Ooh, do 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 do. Woo! This one for that ice cold Michelle Five with that wine gold. This one for them hood girls and good girls from masterpieces. Styling, wildin', living up in the city. Got Chucks on the same ones. Gotta kiss myself, so pretty. Too hot, hot damn. Got the police and the fireman. Too hot, hot damn. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. Too hot. Hot damn. Say my name, you wanna know who I am. I'm too hot. Hot damn. Am I bad about that money? Break it down. Girls hate you, hallelujah. Woo! Girls hate you, hallelujah. Woo! Girls hate you, hallelujah. Woo! Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Uptown Funk gonna give it to you. Uptown Funk gonna give it to you. Saturday night, we're in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Woo! Don't believe me, just watch. Don't stop believing in me. Don't stop believing in me. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe, don't believe, just watch. Woo! Stop. Wait a minute. Fill my cup, put some liquor in it. Take a sip. Side jack. Julio, get stretched. Right into Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If we show up, we're gonna show out. Smoother than a fresh out of Mississippi. I'm too hot, hot damn. Got the police and the fireman. I'm too hot, hot damn. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot, hot damn. Bitch, say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot, hot damn. Am I bad about that money? Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Woo! Girls hit you, hallelujah. Woo! Girls hit you, hallelujah. Woo! It's Saturday night and we're in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Man, now I really wish I had my guitar on me. Because then we'd be really jamming. Jamming. Just straight jamming. Bam, 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 and bamming. We're bamming to the jam. We're jamming and bamming. And I don't know what I'm saying. Do 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 do. I am the knight. I am Darkman's butler's butler. They never tell you my story. Yes, Bruce Wayne is that. He is that wealthy that his butler can afford a butler. It's not as lucrative as you might think. I'm so random. Bum 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 ba ba da bum ba da bam bam bam. Do 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 do. Raindrops keep falling on my head now. Tell them to go away. I really don't want the rain to hit me in my face. I could just pick a song we all know, like Free Falling. Okay. I don't know all the words to it. Give me 1 second. That's the only part I really know that well. Free falling. Tom Petty. Well, why is Tom so petty? Because his name is Tom Petty. Doo-doo. Yes, people are missing out. They're watching. Yeah. She's a good girl, loves mama, loves Jesus America too. She's a good girl, crazy about Elvis, loves horses and her boyfriend too. It's a long day living in the cinder, and I'm free, free falling, free falling, free falling, free falling. All the vampires walking through the valley. Oh, this is hard to do without my guitar, because my guitar keeps me in melody. Are you Are you coming to the tree? Well, they strung up a man who said that murdered three. Strange things keep happening, no stranger would it be. We met at midnight in the hanging tree. Are you coming to the tree? They told you to run so that you may be free. Strange things keep happening, no stranger would it be. We met at midnight in the hanging tree. La dee 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 doo dum bum bum ba da bing. Bee dee ba 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 da boom. Oh, I know. Why do I keep going out of this and then I find a song. Uh, I forget the name of it. Do 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 do. There we go. Smooth criminal. Do 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 do. And I misspelled criminal. I'm not even dyslexic. Slight speech impediment. Slight speech impediment. But as he came into the window, it was the sound of a crescendo. He came into the apartment, he left the blood stains on the carpet. She ran underneath the table, he could see her, she wasn't unable. So she ran into the bedroom. She was struck down, and it was her door. Annie, are you okay? So Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? So Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? So Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? So Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? Will you tell us that you're okay? There's a sign in the window that he struck you a crescendo. Annie, he came into your apartment, left the bloodstains on the carpet. Then he ran into the bedroom. He struck down. It was your door. Annie, are you okay? So Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? So Annie, are you okay? Okay, Annie. You've been hit by smooth criminal. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. This will probably be more of a it'd be easier for me to do singing Q&As than live stream readings and Q&As. Because honestly, the perfectionist in me would rather do good readings than hearing all these, fuck ups. Plus, I'm in a parking lot right now, so do 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 bum bum. Oh, what's the name of that song? What is the name of that song? Oh, that's it. That's it. Do do. I'm gonna need a drink of water for this one. I'm basically serenading you, Peyton. I hope that's okay, because no, everyone else is just missing out on the fun. Even my friends are missing out. How dare they? I don't need. There we go. Let me get this belch out of the way. I feel it coming. Oh, wunderbar. Okay, let's see if I can go into my high voice for this. Where have all the good men gone? And where are the gods? Where is streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? Isn't there a white knight upon a fiery steed? Late at night I toss and I turn, so I dream about what I need. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero at the end of the night. He's gotta be strong, he's gotta be fast, gotta be ready for fight. I need a hero, holding out for a hero till the morning light. He's gotta be sure, he's gotta be soon, he's gonna be larger than life, larger than life. Somewhere out the midnight in my wildest fantasy, just beyond my reach, I see him reaching back for me, racing on the thunder and rising with the heat. I see him reaching, I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero at the end of the night. He's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast and he's gotta be ready to fight. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero to the morning light. He's gotta be sure and he's gotta be soon. He's gotta be larger than life, larger than life. Ooh, racing on the thunder and rising with the heat. I see him reaching my wildest fantasy. Need a hero, holding out for a hero. Oh, I need a hero, baby, you gotta be my hero. Oh, we all have a good man gone. Where are all the gods? These are weird lyrics. I know there was lightning in this song. I gotta find different lyrics. I have got to find. I'm not peeking, am I? Oh, it's fine. I'm in a safe neighborhood. Let's look for the Shrek versions. I usually peek in that song. I'm surprised I didn't. Ooh. Let's see if it's YouTube. I don't want YouTube, because then I'll get copyrighted. Most likely. I don't know if you guys would even be able to hear that. Probably. Oh, for a second there I thought that said Boner Tyler. I was like, no. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? Cockle shells and silver bells and pretty maids in a row. Well, I can't find the version I'm wanting. And... oh, I know. Let's look at this song. YouTube. Why does YouTube keep pulling out? That's not what I want. Oh, okay. Well, this would sound prettier if I had my guitar on me. But I like singing this song anyway. Now I heard there was a secret chord that they'd be played and it pleased the Lord. But you really don't care for music, now do you? It goes like this, the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. And you backed out on me. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to a kitchen desk, she broke your throne, she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Baby, I've been here before, I know this room, I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. I've seen your flag on the marble arch. Love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. Yeah, that is true. Bad things do tend to happen in parking lots. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. There was a time you let me know what's really going on below, but now you never show it to me, do you? And remember when I moved in, you, the holy dove, was moving too, and every breath we drew was hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. You say I took the name in vain. I don't even know the name. But if I did, well, really, what's it to you? There's a blaze of light in every word. It doesn't matter which you heard. The holy or the broken. Hallelujah. 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 Do 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 do. I do plan on doing a cover of that song eventually. There will be song covers on this channel. I can guarantee you that. Besides these little live stream concerts. Because again, I don't have the greatest internet at home. So if I need to do these, I kind of have to go somewhere where there's good internet. And I can't take my guitar with me. Because again, playing in, your guitar in your car while at the same time doing this, it's just new. I should have brought my tablet. I have more stuff on there. The bad. I'm your problem now. Okay, well that sparks that one song, so I gotta go sing that song, even though I don't have my bass as well. Yeah, in case you're wondering, I play a lot of instruments. Let's just say that. I mainly play my guitar, my bass, my keyboard, for the most part, but I can play anything that has strings or is a percussion instrument, thanks to my studies in music theory. Do 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 do. I mean, some are easier than others. Like I suck with playing a bow, so like bowstring instruments are a pain in the ass. But yeah. La da 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 da. Gonna bury you in the ground. La da 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 da. Gonna bury you with my sound. I'm gonna drink the red from your pretty pink face. I'm gonna. Oh, you don't like that? Or do you just not like me? Sorry, I don't treat you like a goddess. Is that what you want me to do? Sorry, I don't treat you like you're perfect, like all your little loyal subjects do. Sorry, I'm not made of sugar. Am I not sweet enough for you? Is that why you always avoid me? That must be such an inconvenience to you. Well, I'm just your problem. Do 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 do. I'm just your problem. It's like I'm not even a person, am I? Do 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 do. I'm just your problem. Well, I shouldn't have to justify what I do. I shouldn't have to prove anything to you. I'm sorry that I exist. I forget that one landed me on your blacklist. But I shouldn't have to be the one that makes up with you. So, I live in Indiana, so I'm East Coast. I'm just your problem. Do 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 do. I'm just your problem. It's like I'm not even a person, am I? Do 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 do. I'm just your problem. So where do I want to? Why do I want to bury you in the ground? I'm gonna drink the blood from your pretty pink face. 'Cause la da 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 da. I have not watched Adventure Time in forever, but that song still kicks ass. Ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum. Do 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 do. I should probably honestly have a special guest for these things, just to make it more interesting for you guys. Do do boo do boo. It's me, Mario. Woohoo! 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 I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, got a little bit of battery life left. Ba-da-boom, ba-da-boom. If only the woodpecker sighed. The bark on the tree is soft as the sky. The wolf hunts alone, hungry and lonely. He howls at the moon. If only, if only. You got to go and dig them holes. That was off key. You've got to go and dig them holes. Broken hands and withered souls, a man spared it from all you know. You've got to go and dig them holes. White with red, no author known. A man went to a hotel and walked up to the front desk to check in. The woman at the desk gave him his key and told him that on the way to his room there was a door with no number that was locked, and no one was allowed in there. Especially no one should look inside the room under any circumstances. So he followed the instructions of the woman at the front desk, going straight to his room and going to the bed. The next night his curiosity would not leave him alone about the room with no number on the door. He walked down the hall to the door and tried the handle. Sure enough, it was locked. He bent down and looked through the wide keyhole. Cold air passed through it, chilling his eye. What he saw was a hotel bedroom, like his, and in the corner was a woman. whose skin was completely white. She was leaning her head against the wall, facing away from the door. He stared in confusion for a while. He almost knocked on the door out of curiosity, but decided not to. This disinclination saved his life. He crept away from the door and walked back to his room. The next day he returned to the door and looked through the wide keyhole. This time, all he saw was redness. He couldn't make anything out besides a distinct red color, unmoving. Perhaps the inhabitants of the room knew he was spying the night before, and had blocked the keyhole with something red. At this point, he decided to consult the woman at the front desk for more information. She sighed and said, "Did you look through the keyhole?" The man told her that he had, and she said, "Well, I might as well tell you the story. A long time ago, a man murdered his wife in that room, and a ghost haunts it. But these people were not ordinary. They were white all over, except for their eyes, which were red." Okay, so he looked at a ghost, and then the next day he went to go look at the ghost again, and she was looking at him. So Peeper got caught by a peeper. Peeper, peeper. Jeepers, creepers. Where'd you get those peepers? Jeepers, creepers. Where'd you get those eyes? I took them. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Oh, made me think of Mario Kart. Woohoo! That's a fun game. I remember playing that on the Nintendo 64. I loved Rainbow Road. It was so pretty. And I had a lot of fun intentionally going off the edge. Let's see if I can find a short one and see if I can read it in Mario's voice. Let's see here. Tuesday. Let's see what. That one is definitely not short. That one is long as hell. I need a short one because my battery's about to die. I got like maybe 30 minutes left. Maybe. Did boy kill? Yes, he did. That one's kind of long. Just a joke. There should be one called Shrooms in here. Or Mushrooms. But then I'd have to voice Peach. Because she does shrooms. She is the princess of the Shroom Kingdom. She must be constantly stoned. That one's long. Vieta Maria, you know I am a righteous man. Of my virtues I am justly proud. I am off key, really, really, really bad. Demon of the Outback. I love the Outback. Their bloomin' onions are good. It came back. That sounds like a rash. The noisy portrait. No. Hooray. No. Do 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 do. The under. Ooh, Eyeless Jack. I'm not doing Eyeless Jack as Mario. I don't think that would sound too good, if you know what I mean. It's not nice to mess with the dead. Spectrophobia. You afraid of ghosts, that boy? I'm afraid of ghosts. Not really. But, you know, ghost. Ghost with the most of this is a host. I don't know. Harley Quinn number 7, no chat. Don't take my dough! That one's kind of long. Oh my. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Do 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 do. Blue moon. Do 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 do. It's shining my heart. Blue moon. Evil is not a toy. No shit, Sherlock. Do 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 do. A lot of people do hate Rainbow Road because it's so hard. But honestly, I just get like I was really good on that track. It was a jungle track that I usually, or was it that? It was a haunted mansion or castle or whatever. One where you had to go through a bog and there's like those blockhead thingies. That one was the one that was hard for me. And the bride going to the rodeo. I think at the very least I might just bring my harmonica next time. Because I don't know. I could probably play music. No, it will just come through my headphones. Because I probably got this set up. A funny kind of day. No, you're a funny kind of day. Your face is funny. I don't know, that was mean. Dear David. No. An egg. No. Guilt. Don't sleep face in the mirror. Why? Because the bugs will stare at you through the window at night. They want to eat your ass. They want to eat your ass, boy. They want to lay their eggs in your ears. Oh wait, that's just earwigs. Little fuckers. They can't have my ears. I ain't no woman. You can lay your eggs in me. This ain't no hoedown. I don't know. I get weird. And a bee in the dirt. Is it dangerous? Yes. No. Darkness. There is like 12 different stories titled Darkness. You'd think people could be a bit more imaginative. Here's one that says gray. Let's see how long this one is. Stop hitting the one underneath it. Nope. Him. Stop hitting the ones underneath the ones you want to see. Fat fingers. Well, not really, but. The long detour. Okay. This one's really short. I forget my Mario voice. I know it's not very good. Luigi, my brother. Oh, that was nasty. That was nasty. Wet my whistle a little bit. Maybe that'll help. I don't do Italian very often. Well, I don't voice Italian very often. I love eating Italian. Pasta fasulli. With my peach and mushrooms. It's me, Mario. The hitchhiker. And he picked up on that July afternoon. One of the stranger people he had met. She had. I can't do this in Italian. I don't practice enough. I'm gonna have to do this in my Irish. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are clean. The hitchhiker Andy picked up. That's not even my Irish. We're just gonna read this in a weird voice. The hitchhiker Andy picked up that July afternoon was one of the stranger people he had met. She had, after more thanks for stopping,
and a moment or two of silence, proclaimed herself to be able to grant a wish. The conjuration she had performed in support of this was quite remarkable. Once the sound of the cymbal had stopped ringing in Andy's head, he was quite impressed. Yes, yes. Stitch not so much, though. Now, Andy, good Christian that he was always one of the opinion that you should do a good deed for its own sake. Yeah, a good deed, and not for material reward. He lightly weaved away the images with the powder that the girl suggested. My one wish, young lady, is for you to get the hell out of my card. The girl's face contorted with fear as darkness fell outside. That's not really how it ended, but I felt that would be funnier. Well, this one is actually it's kind of funny. My one wish, young lady, is to get you to where you're headed. The girl's face contorted with fear as darkness fell outside. So, in a sense, he kind of sent her to hell. That's what you get, bitch. Trying to kill a guy while he's giving you a ride. If you kill him, he goes in tree. If he goes in tree, you go through tree. I am very random. This is what happens when I don't have a actual guideline to go through. Like when I got something planned out, I stick to it, and I'm not very serious. I am very, very serious. Very serious. Like Asian on math test. But when I have nothing to do and I don't really have anything planned, I sort of ramble. And then I get a little nervous. And then I just get a little loopy. Then I get a lot loopy. Then I'm like Daffy Duck. Woohoo! 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 You know what to think about. But I'm kind of sad that no one else really joined. They missed out on all the fun. Doesn't always have to be so dark, you know. Goofy. Goofy, my boy. You forgot your pants at work. Shit. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. This is just pretty much just me hanging out with it. I should rename this TDST Hangs Out with Peyton Richards. Live stream because no one came. Sad face. Deja vu. Deja vu is actually a glitch in reality. Oh yes, it is a glitch. And it indicates that something has just been changed. Something or something has ceased to exist, or the memories and records of their existence erased forever. Deja vu happens when they get into their brain, when they need to change your memories, maybe to erase your brother from the world. You know, the brother that you never had. Okay, Matrix. You can just go on and take your little blue pill. Well, actually, you'd probably want the red pill. I don't remember. It's been forever since I've seen The Matrix. It was an okay film. But the Pirates of the Caribbean is better. I love weddings. Drinks all around. I can't really. I should be captain at night. I can't really do my Captain Jack Sparrow right now either. It's not good. Elizabeth, hide the rum. Blue moon. But why is the rum gone? Why is the rum always gone? The scuttler. That's a bug. And that has crazy ass long and really, really small print. The Wretch of Weed Park. Well, first off, why are you going to a park that's completely made out of weed? I mean, you looking for a good time or something? Boop 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 doo 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 boop boop. Let's see. Somewhere over the rainbow, living soul. And there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, I need to find lyrics. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue. LOL, I'm kinda in your car, but don't send me down. Israel, come on. I can't even pronounce your Hawaiian name, buddy. But I know who you are. I'm not doing all those oohs. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dreams that you dreamed of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. I would be the worst comedian ever, 'cause I would probably hurt myself falling off the stage every time. And the dreams that you dreamed of, dreams really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops, high above the chimney tops. Oh, it's where you'll find me, somewhere over the bluebird raisins. Not the rainbow, the bluebird raisins. Do 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 do. I've got the lovely pair of coconuts. Diddly, see them all standing in a bunch. Tall one, short one, some as big as my head. Give them a toss, and then a loss. It's how Vegeta wins. Bye bye. Do ba ba boom ba loom ba doodly dee. I got a riddle up to my knee. Not really. How do you even have a riddle up to your knee? There's no such thing as a way to possibly measure the length and density of a riddle to the point that it could be compared to one's knee. Okay, nerd. You're a nerd. And you are an imbecile. I don't know what that is, but you're a nerd. And I'm weird. And I am okay with that. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You and I are so totally different. So totally different. So totally grand. Do not go to DirecTV. I don't want to have to pay the fine. I need some water. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto Domo. Domo. Well, I don't know if this was a bust or a nut. Just kidding. Let's check my battery life. Well, it looks like I need to go because I only got about 10% battery left. And I got like a 30-minute drive home. So we're actually going to cut this here because it is almost 2 fucking hours long. And that is crazy long. My battery actually decided to be nice to me today. Well, I hope you enjoyed yourself, Peyton, and random person who never showed up, which I think is YouTube counting myself as my watching myself through a mirror like a creeperson, creepily creeping on himself. I'm going to have to call it quits. So this might be more frequent. I'll try and actually have some sort of plan. Let me actually change the title real quick. I'm actually going to do this. TDST live stream with only person to show up. Where's my sad face? Where is my sad face? I don't want to do a weekend sad face. I just look weird. Shift semicolon. Shift parentheses. No, just kidding. Antics ensue. That's better. I'll save it. I'll change the save. They are. And I am out of here. Bye bye. Stay tuned to the random terror or whatever.